Aloha, beloveds. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm speaking to you from down by the Willamette River in Eugene, Oregon. My name is Athena Rose, and I utilize this platform to share with you my experience of life and to also share with you different wisdom and downloads that come to me through my daily practice and interaction with others. And today I'm spending time here in Eugene meeting with folks who are open to receive sacred touch, cuddle therapy, and different modalities of body work. And yeah, I am just here for the day, and then I'm going to go out to the ocean tonight to spend the night and work with the fire and the water and give an offering to the ocean. I would like to express that even though I lived here for 4 years before COVID, coming back is familiar in a way, but it's also very challenging because I feel very much like a different person in a lot of ways. Spending time out in a rural area in Southern Oregon and really deeply connecting with the land. It feels really hard for me to be here in a city, even though this isn't a very big city. It's big enough to notice that there aren't very many spots where folks aren't around or the noise of cars aren't around. I can feel the cell phone frequencies in the air and the field, and yeah, the Wi-Fi, and yeah, there's a lot of talking happening here, a lot of thinking happening here, a lot of imbalance, a lot of addiction happening here, imbalance with the land, and noticing that while I'm down here by the Willamette River, there's a lot of garbage everywhere. Folks aren't taking care of the land. They're not picking up after themselves. They're leaving garbage, and there's a lot of homeless folks here who are sleeping in the park and down by the river, and I totally understand, they don't have any place else to go, so, they're going to utilize the space that they have, and, but there's up to the other residents, I feel like, the other folks here to help clean up and, yeah, ultimately provide safe shelter and a good form of sustainable basic needs for everyone who lives here. There's plenty of abundance here to go around, and so it's frustrating for me to see that folks don't have their needs met, and yeah, and the land isn't being honored and taken care of, and people are in their cars. There are people walking around here and on bikes, which is good. It's a good town for biking. I biked for a year and a half here, didn't have a vehicle. I was just on my bicycle and got around pretty well on the bike trails and whatnot. This is a university town, so there's lots of young people around, students. It's very cerebral energy. There's a lot of, like I said, thinking, mind activity, mind chatter happening here. And so it can be a little bit challenging for me to drop into my heart space and tune in to my feelings and emotions. Yeah, just I try my best to stay out of the fray and do my work and not be afraid. Of course, I'm not afraid. It's just it can be distracting and cluttered and convoluted in my field. I can feel that, and I can feel anxiety here. And yeah, there are small pockets of respite, like I said, which is good, and I know where to go. Yeah, I just want to offer up a prayer for the folks here in Eugene, and just what they have to contend with on a daily basis, and all people who live in big cities or very complex cityscapes with dense population, people and animals, and a lack of connection with the land itself and with the ancestors of the land. And yeah, I think it's important to remember that no matter where you are, you can connect with the land, you can connect with the elements, you can be present with people in your neighborhood and check on each other. And still, it's such an issue, I've noticed, like people not being neighborly, not being friendly, not smiling, not saying hello, not taking the time to stop and smile and and ask if they can help and support. And I do feel like that energy is more present and available out in the country amongst folks. It's less populated and it's slower pace, and that feels very conducive to me. And I take it even more to the extreme, of course, of going out to the forest and communing and hermiting a bit, which is fine. Yeah. I did put a flyer at Sundance Foods here about the re-earthing that I offer, taking folks out into sacred spots in nature and helping them tune in to the elements and connect with the land and with their bodies and with the elements, and incorporating ritual into their lives in some way, and knowing how to commune with the land and listen to the land and hear from the land and learn from the land and be in right relationship with the land. I'm always learning how to do that as well, but thankfully my time that I've been spending out in the forest a lot down in Southern Oregon has allowed me an opportunity to commune in a way that most people don't have that opportunity or take the time or feel that they can. So yeah, I am offering help and assistance with that, and I think it's really vital and really important, as I've spoke to in other videos. And yeah, also taking a moment to pray for the waters here that are flowing through the town. The Willamette River, this mighty river, carries a lot of energy and transmutes a lot of energy and cleanses and purifies the land here and the folks here, whether they realize it or not. It's a blessing for this river to be here, to be flowing through the city and sweeping away and clearing away and purifying the energies here, and for the wildlife to have. And it's really, really dry here. I don't think I've been to Eugene when it's been so dry. This year is a particularly dry year here in Eugene. It normally is raining by now this time of year. It's mid-October, and it definitely has not rained in a while. I can tell the ground is really hard and dry, and there's fires happening nearby, so there's lots of smoke. And praying for balance between the fire and the water, praying for balance for the people here and their hearts and their need for survival, and also their need for balance to not be so disconnected, from each other. So yeah, putting out that prayer, anchoring and grounding that into the land here, into the fields here, and asking our great mother, Mother Earth, Pachamama, to support the folks here and provide for what they need and teach them and guide them home to their hearts, to their true hearts, and remind them of the preciousness of life and being right relation and keeping things clear and clean and cleaning up and tending to the land in a good way and learning how to do that. So there's some really beautiful Canadian geese flying by right now. You can probably hear them. Yeah, so I'm grateful for my time here. Also grateful to go over and commune with Mama Ocean, which is only like an hour and 15 minutes away. And I hope this message finds you well. I just wanted to say that much and reflect upon my time here in Eugene. I come here a couple times a month to visit my kids in Florence. And if anyone lives in Eugene and would like to receive healing session, cuddle therapy, Reiki body work, gua sha teachings, herbal advice. I hold a monthly women's circle here in Eugene, and connecting the sisterhood feels really imperative and important to me and has helped me tremendously in my walk. And just continue to hold space for folks to gather and circle and pray for one another and receive the support of community, building community, and wanting to spread that vibration where I go of encouraging connection, encouraging community, inspiring folks to connect with their hearts